Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Capricorn. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, someone's here. We got someone taking time out, releasing baggage, burdens. Yeah, someone here who's been on a bit of a break, but they're often pinned down by their thoughts. Someone's not ready to take action. They are curious though. They're very curious, but there's just someone I feel. It's often a person who's just not ready to take action. Like I say, they could be letting go of some baggage or healing from a situation. Yeah. Ooh, look at that Knight of Swords. This is someone thinking things through, choosing their battles. So they chose their battles. The person could have things to do, a lot on their plate, whatever it may be. Okay. Burdens, baggage, responsibilities. Yeah, so sometimes a person under a lot of pressure needing a break, but this is someone thinking things through. See, they're curious. This is someone been thinking things through, choosing their battles, but this is someone who now doesn't want someone to get away. Wow. And we have a King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. They could be anyone, but this is someone who's often thinking things through. They're taking the lead here. The natural born leader. But I wouldn't be surprised if you got someone who's not taking action. And you may have another person curious coming in here. Yeah, look at, we have emotion here. Capricorn, Capricorn. Masculine or feminine, take it the way it is. But this is just an energy of somebody who's caring, compassionate. This is someone kind of waiting for someone to reciprocate. There's definitely the curiosity, needing to know. But I think it's someone who was choosing their battles. Now they're coming in to take that lead, the natural born leader. Often a person who's bold and confident. So, yeah. It's just their energy. We'll see who this person is. They could be just coming in this way. In fact, it even could be a masculine Capricorn. Let's have a look at the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's all about harmony and balance, being fair. This is just somebody here looking at something here maybe wasn't fair, but whatever it is, this is someone trying to keep their life balanced. Someone with a lot of pressure, maybe working multiple jobs or just needing a break. Yeah, so someone taking a step back. See, we have a little Sag energy. So this is often a person who, if they feel something is off, they just kind of get pinned down by their thoughts and kind of like to think about it first. Yeah. But it is an energy of feeling very tempted, very curious. Yeah, this is someone crushing here. It's a little crush or someone longing for love. Yeah. Somebody reminiscing. This is someone dealing with baggage from the past, maybe childhood, who knows, but they're taking a step back. And this is someone now feeling different. See, someone coming in different. I feel this is probably just someone different than your usual type, Capricorn. Yeah, and it may feel a little off at first, but I do see kindness, compassion. I do see somebody longing for love. It looks like a crush and curiosity. Yeah, it's going to be tempting, definitely. This person, definitely there's desire, a spark, attraction. Could be someone holding a torch too. Often this is someone who holds a torch for a long time for someone, but they don't take any action. Look at that, the desire, there's an attraction here. The fire's lit. I think someone may be holding a torch for some. If not, the fire's just lit. There's an attraction. They're going for it. It's someone who doesn't want someone to get away. But I wouldn't be surprised at someone looking at the one that has gotten away. You can take it that way. Let's have a look at the King of Wands. Yeah, this is someone coming in right, putting their best foot forward, planting the seed. Wow. This could be someone, if you gave this person a gift, they could be, reaching out to give you something. But this is, the Queen of Cups, if you're the feminine, you may be in this energy of, maybe you're longing for love here. Maybe it was yourself here. Maybe you tempted this person. But this is something coming towards you. Someone's building the foundation. It could be a little gift. It could be something sentimental. Someone could be giving someone something sentimental. Yeah, but it's planting the seed. Yeah, we have someone trusting their intuition. I feel like you already know who this is and what this is about. It's saying to trust your intuition here. Yeah, so someone wanting to take someone on a date. What if this is someone who never had the opportunity to take someone on a date? But this is what it's about, starting things right, taking control of the situation, very determined. This is someone, when they want something, they go for it. So, like I say, it could be the one that got away. It's possible someone's been holding a torch. Maybe it's yourself. But this is interesting because this is somebody been kind of holding back a little. Holding back just a little bit there. Oh, I'm forever putting these cards crooked. I apologize. I keep forgetting to look. No matter what I do, the slightest bump of my camera and everything gets thrown off. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, it's all about interest, investing. See, someone's already interested, emotionally invested here. This is someone waiting for someone to reach out to get it going. It could be just a crush where the fire's already lit and nothing's going to stop this person because it's taking decisive action. Now, there could have been something off here where there was mixed messages and signals. Someone could be just thinking about that and reminiscing about these mixed messages and signals, because often the Knight of Swords is one energy and then the Knight of Cups is another. Yeah, little mixed messages and signals. This is somebody here maybe wasn't sure. If you are the person who offered this person a pentacle first, a gift, or gave them something to show them you like them, they may not have been sure what your interest was. But this is about investing emotionally, showing interest. This person needs to show interest. That's what this is all about. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there may have been mixed messages and signals in the past with this person. But I think it's just someone here who never took action. That's what I feel. To me, it looks like they just didn't take any action. They didn't do anything. And it could have been because of mixed messages or signals. Maybe they're wishy-washy. Someone may be a little wishy-washy. Let's have a look at the Knight of Cups. Yeah, let's see. Someone being bold. A little Aries energy. I'd be surprised if this is a Scorpio. Often the King of Wands can be Scorpio energy, especially when there's emotional energy there. But it has to do with someone taking a leap of faith and being bold. See, they're looking before they leap. But this is someone about to take decisive action. They're just going for it. The fire's lit. I just think it's, for a lot of you, it's just a crush where someone hasn't taken action. Because this is somebody ready. They're feeling bold. They're feeling confident. They know what they want and they're going to go for it. But if there was mixed messages and signals at some point, this is someone who's probably, choosing their battles. It could be someone who was dealing with something, and it could be happening right now. I wouldn't be surprised. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. See, it's about starting something new. See, it is new. So it could be some of you just reflecting on something from the past. Looking at that, and it could be yourself, Capricorn, looking before you leap. Yeah. Because if you take a risk, if you've taken a risk with something before and the other person didn't follow through, or there was mixed messages, mixed signals, because someone's kind of looking at how something is going to play out here. And there's happiness. I mean, this is someone feeling very happy, someone ready for new. I see new coming in. See, it's about investing in new. We have a person who's been patient. Now this person's feeling bold. So it's just an energy of bold. I mean, I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sag energy in a Capricorn reading, which I find very interesting. It's just often people's energies, but you could be dealing with some of these people. Tell me about Temperance. Temperance. See, this is someone taking their time. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. So there's earth energy here as well. Someone who's taking their time, assessing the situation. See, if you got someone who's taking their time, and that could be what you're looking at, someone who drags their feet, taking their time, or somebody who didn't want to take their time and they rushed in. It could go that way. But yeah, it's all about this reminiscing. Yeah, you've got someone here in this energy. So it's just a person. So this is where, interesting, because yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, they could have these elements in their chart. Often when people first come into a situation, they present themselves in a different way because at some point, someone here is taking a leap of faith, being bold. This is a person here. You can see there's this someone who longs for love and reminiscing. There was curiosity, but someone didn't take action. They didn't do anything when they had the opportunity. So now this person's been looking at this, thinking it through. So they may have been choosing their battles. There may have been, maybe this person had debt, or there was a divorce, or waiting for, often this is an energy of making decisions when things are calm. So it could be someone just waiting for things to calm down. But I feel it's just someone who makes decisions when they're calm. They look at the details. See, this, I think it's just a person crushing and longing for love. But if it is by chance someone who didn't take action, they're about to. You know, they're taking control of the situation, some Cancer energy. Determined to succeed. See, this is somebody choosing their battles, but this is, I mean, I do see there was some wishy-washy energy, or some of you have had a choice. You may be reflecting on choices that you've made in the past. See, it's one thing about the King and Queen of Pentacles, they often look before they leap. So this could be, if you are the feminine, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But this could be a masculine Capricorn here as well. So tell me about this person. Just take it as it is. Yeah, somebody here in their field. See, someone who longs for love. We got two people longing for love. It's a crush. I feel this is a crush. Someone didn't take opportunity. They didn't take this opportunity. Now this is somebody here coming in determined to succeed. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone now has, the feminine now has somebody new coming in. That's what it looks like. Somebody who's bold and confident. Someone who moves faster. Yeah, it does look like there's choices here. Yeah. Wow, this is someone definitely, I mean, if you have two people here, definitely someone isn't taking any action. Or they're dragging their feet. And this is where the Queen of Cups, the feminine, throws her hands up in the air and says, I give up. So leaving this behind. So it could be just someone thinking that this is the one that got away, but I think it might be too late. There's someone new here. Someone's left someone alone too long here. Yeah, because this is another person coming in. Someone who's confident, bold. They already know what they want. This is new. There's someone new. It's saying to for the feminine, trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You already know. And I feel you already know who you're going to choose too. You already know the answers you're seeking. But this is about love and two people here being emotionally ready, being emotionally available. See, this is somebody who wasn't emotionally available. Pinned down by their thoughts, not taking any action. Now they're coming in emotionally available. They're coming in to take the lead, take control of the situation. Why? Because there's someone else coming in. Or they're just thinking that, pinned down by their thoughts, right? If I like this person, I'm sure other people will too. And I've seen this in a collective energy, in a energy update. So these are energies that are playing out for a lot of people. But yeah, this is someone who has to take a leap of faith. They need to plant the seed and build the foundation. This is somebody having to lock somebody down before another person comes in. And there we have someone who's determined to succeed. Aha. It's a person seeing things clearly. See, this is a new person coming in. This person's kind of like, it's a moment of that little aha moment where they realize. And it might even be just what they're thinking, right? Pinned down by their thoughts, thinking at it. You know, if they don't come in and take control of this situation, there's another person coming in, building the foundation. See, if they need to come in and lock someone down, I've seen that. They need to make a commitment before someone comes in new. But I wouldn't be surprised for some of you if the new is already here. All depends on the path that you're on. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups wanting here? Let's just see what comes up. The Queen of Cups is wanting, yeah. I see a Taurus energy, or just wanting someone who's loyal or faithful. Some kind of commitment, waiting for someone to commit. So someone here may have put on the brakes because they didn't want to commit. They're dragging their feet. And there's another person coming in. So, but it's about what they want is someone who's loyal, faithful, someone who will commit. Yeah, see, it's about being on the same page. Often we just have two people who aren't on the same page. It could be lifestyle habits, the way someone's conducting themselves. But this is, the Queen of Cups wants someone who's faithful and loyal, someone who commits. They could be a Taurus. I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. So a lot of fiery energy, which means it's about making a bold move. It's about being bold, confident, and going for what you want. So there's somebody moving very quickly. See, that's the difference. Someone who drags their feet. They're moving very slow. They're apprehensive. They want it to be successful, but they focus more on their money too. And like I say, there's this energy of curiosity. Someone was curious and took a leap of faith. It may have been the feminine or the masculine here. Yeah, we got a curious stranger. Somebody is ready to come in. Someone's cutting in on the other person. But I feel for the masculine energy here that wants this Capricorn feminine, they best, like I say, take control of this situation. And they need to be determined. They need to show that they're stable. They need to show that they're reliable. See, this is energy of someone who's not very reliable. You can't rely on them, because they take a break. They're pinned down by their thoughts. See, it's about pinning someone down. It's someone who's hard to pin down. That's often a Sag energy. A person has the energy where they're hard to pin down. They don't really want to commit, even if they have feelings for someone. So there's definitely some choices being made here. Yeah, it's also, too, someone who puts on the brakes, they don't follow through. And then we have this other person coming in. Yeah, somebody putting themselves out there too. They see the bigger picture. They're just going for it. It's a person who's bold, but it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. Yeah, it could be fire signs too. It all depends on your person. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of energies here. But this is that enlightenment moment where someone's going, aha, they need to hurry up and they need to hurry up. Someone needs to hurry up. Someone new's coming in. This is someone open to it too, waiting for someone to reciprocate, waiting to receive that pentacle. It's coming in too. It's not someone who moves slow either. They're going to hurry to pin this person down too. Yeah, it's all about going down this path. See, going down this path, working together, spending time together, just living in the moment. This is someone very spontaneous. They're just going to go for it. But they want to connect. They want to go down this path and spend time with someone. See, this is someone who doesn't often want to spend time with someone. They're focused on work and other things. This person actually wants to spend time with someone. They want to be with them. And they're very confident. So they know what they want. They're going for what they want here. It's just an energy. See, they're feeling confident and bold. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups down here. This is someone open to receive. Waiting for someone to reciprocate. Queen of Cups. So someone releasing baggage. See, someone's not reliable. They can't rely on someone to follow through. It's someone who doesn't follow through. And I'm going to tell you, it really is the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why. Because it's somebody who wants someone that's reliable. Someone who pulls their weight. A partner. I think we have a person here who isn't taking action because they actually don't want to make a commitment. The Queen of Cups wants commitment. They want someone who's loyal and faithful. They want to make sure you're on the same page. So this is where I feel it could be the feminine too, putting on the brakes, taking back their power. I wouldn't be surprised. But this is someone trusting their intuition. I feel someone already knows the answers they're seeking. There's someone here just isn't reliable. You can't rely on this person. They don't always follow through. They may be stable financially, but they don't follow through. This is someone who is following through. It doesn't mean that that kind of person, King of Wands, never doesn't follow through. It's just this particular person. See, they're showing interest by planting the seed and building the foundation. It's new. See, this is new. The sun is shining too. And I think the feminine's having this aha moment too. Because I do think this is someone who already knows who they're going to choose. Especially if it's the feminine reflecting on this. So often people kind of reflect, right? And they look back at how things have gone, people they've been with. But if you have somebody who wasn't faithful or never would commit and they're always dragging their feet and they don't follow through, that's where I feel the feminine makes the decision. One of these people will follow through. If they make an agreement and it has to do with committing or being married or engaged, they will follow through. Of course, unless something really bad happens. But to me, it's just more like following through and spending time together. Being together, doing stuff together. I mean, the King and Queen of Pentacles energy is people who do things together and spend time together. So, but I mean, this could be a masculine Capricorn all in their feels here, dealing with a Cancer feminine. Or Pisces for that matter, even Scorpio. Yeah. Just take what resonates. It all depends on your person. King of Wands is often bold and charming. And they go for things. They don't waste a lot of time. They move quickly. If they want to communicate, they communicate. But I feel this is someone wanting to pin someone down. They want to lock them down. They want to commit. And maybe that's too much of a hurry for some. Maybe this person's in too much of a hurry. Yeah. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. I mean, there's a curious stranger, someone here crushing. This is somebody going to come in. So I don't know if this is someone who probably doesn't even realize it, but they're going to very soon, especially when they realize it's too late. What does this King of Pentacles want? They want the Empress. The feminine, it could be a masculine Capricorn. They want the Empress, which is often a Taurus energy, and there is Taurus here. Look at that. And Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is about love. This is about two people here. Emotionally available, being available. I don't know. There could be someone who's a little wishy-washy here. Like I say, mixed messages, signals, a little wishy-washy energy. Someone who doesn't follow through. There's the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, thank you for showing up. But yeah, it could be it could be the other way, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if the feminine is a Taurus energy. But it's about two people being on the same page. Two people have something in common. See, the couple who work together, play together, stay together. And it's possible there's someone here who come in very quickly, very fast, and then didn't follow through, or they weren't reliable. It could go that way. Yeah. King and Queen of Pentacles want people who are reliable, but I still feel that King of Pentacles here. I am not 100% convinced this isn't the person who's been dragging their feet. They feel something's off or someone's not their type. But I asked, what do they want? They want the Empress. And then out come the Queen of Pentacles, which it's like, wow. Yeah. It's hard to say where this is going to go, but it is about someone new coming in. So this person here probably is thinking they better lock them down and commit, especially if they're in love, but they've been dragging their feet. Because it's about being emotionally available. So very interesting. It's about spending time together, learning about each other. So interesting. So now that I look at this, it's very interesting how the cards come out. But this is somebody moving quickly. But I don't know if this is someone going to pull their weight or if they're going to follow through. But it's this person I feel didn't follow through. And that's what I feel the Queen of Pentacles is looking at. Maybe just reflecting on people they've dated, people they've been in relationships that never follow through. They're just not reliable, even if there's been a marriage here, somebody who couldn't be relied on. And this is often when the Queen of Pentacles becomes very independent too. Yeah. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. This is the person who was curious. See, they're curious. They're learning something. They've learned something here. They're doing some thinking. Ooh. Yeah, that's the person who's been doing the thinking. See, the energy was there. But it could be just two people curious about each other, wanting to know more. Whatever it is, Capricorn, masculine or feminine, I'm going to tell you, you're moving towards happiness regardless of what you choose, because I do think you're going to be, both you and this other person are going to be practical and sensible. So it is an energy of kind of being prepared. See, someone maybe wasn't prepared, they're preparing. Now it is possible somebody went through a divorce, they're healing, time out. Now this could be a couple who's had a time out too, and somebody else swooping in. If there is a couple who've been in separation and a time out, there is a very possibility that somebody here, this King of Wands, could be somebody, the one coming in to take control, to swoop in. Because there is the new. So, but it's all about interest, investing. Someone's been patient. But it's somebody here who needs to show interest. They want to know everything. Somebody here wants to know everything about someone, who they're interested in, what they're doing, how they're spending their time, their life, the way they conduct themselves. So there's actually two very curious people here. Two curious people who long for love. And if it is just single people, I definitely see coming together. But I really feel this Queen of Pentacles is being very practical. They want commitment. They want someone faithful and loyal. They want someone with a similar lifestyle too, because they want someone to do stuff with. They want to do things with. See, they want that partnership. But what's going to happen is two people are going to come together and build each other up till they feel confident. Yeah. I don't know about this person now. And I don't mean to contradict, but oh my gosh. I mean, it could be just the energy where someone's starting to feel bold. And that's what I kind of felt originally. And they feel more confident about the things you have in common, about spending more time together. But are they going to follow through? That is the question still needing to be answered. Why? Because of the Hermit energy. Someone's looking at why. Why doesn't somebody want to spend time with someone? You see, and that's the question that has to be answered. Why doesn't someone want to spend time with someone? Is it because they don't want to commit? But there's someone here who definitely doesn't want someone to get away, and it could be where it is literally the one that got away. I could see time out for married people and actually reconciliation, but it is, will this person follow through? I feel like someone's just not reliable. This is somebody here just looking at someone. They're just not reliable. They're not dependable. So it's an energy of someone who's been waiting for someone to reciprocate. They want love in their life. They literally have what they need, but they want love. They want someone who's there for thick and thin, you know. It's nurturing and caring, sharing kind of energy. But I do see this reconciliation. I do think someone's dragging their feet too, because they're time out. They need to heal. They need to shed patterns, habits, behaviors. Yeah. If someone doesn't follow through and they're not reliable, I feel, I'm going to tell you, some of you, you're going to choose the new person. But it's telling you to look before you leap. Okay? It's saying to look before you leap. Reflect on this. Look at what you're leaving behind before you go down this path with this person. Because I don't know if they're going to end up being reliable. It's like they talk big, they're bold, you know, they're confident, they know what they want, they go for it. But often it's people, once they get what they want, yeah, you no longer be interested, because it is all about this interest. Choose very wisely for the feminines especially. But I also see, like I say, the masculine perspective. And it could be the other way around, where you've got a feminine where you can't rely on them. They don't follow through, especially if you've got an agreement. See, often people, once they made an agreement, they stick to it. I'm really wishing you the best, whether it's married, single, or whether this is a couple in separation and someone's focused on money or just dragging their feet. I mean, if this is a couple that were in some kind of a committed relationship. Maybe there wasn't marriage, but I do see this person moving super slow, and it may be starting to feel a little off. Like, why? Take care. We'll see you soon.